Welcome back, everyone. Today I'm going to make two of my favorite appetizers. One is bruschetta and the other one I call prosciuttarugula. The ingredients we're going to use for the bruschetta: some ripe tomatoes, fresh parsley, basil, and oregano. We've got some chopped garlic as well. And for my prosciuttarugula, we're going to need a mix of arugula and spinach, some slices of prosciutto, and I'm going to need some goat cheese. And for both appetizers, I'm actually going to sprinkle a little bit of balsamic glaze. So we're going to need some balsamic vinegar for that. We're also going to obviously need a French baguette. If you want to make your own French baguette, check out my homemade French baguette video. Let's get going. All right, so we're just going to basically cut up the tomatoes into small little diced pieces. Okay, you want the tomatoes to be diced up to this type of size, and essentially take it afterwards, and we're going to put it into a bowl, like so. Next we got the basil and the parsley. Just going to roll them up together, give them a nice slice, and this too also gets added to the mix along with the chopped garlic. Put that in there. We're going to drizzle some olive oil, and lastly we're going to add some of the fresh oregano. And now just give it a nice mix. And this will be our topping for the bruschetta. For the prosciuttarugula appetizer, we put in a bowl the arugula and the spinach, and basically just a sprinkle of salt, a couple cracks of pepper, and about just a tablespoon of olive oil. And this too, we're going to just give this a little mix. All right, we're going to get the French baguette ready to go now as well. Just slice up the bread into slices of approximately this size. I like slicing the bread on an angle. You get a nice longer piece. All right, so what I want to do next is in a little ramekin with some of that minced garlic, I put in some olive oil, and with a brush, just lightly brush each of the pieces of bread. Okay, so for the prosciuttarugula appetizer, I'm going to take the slices of prosciutto and just lay them down now on top of the baguette. And we're going to put this into the oven, 350 degrees, for about 10 to 12 minutes to get these toasted up. Okay, for the balsamic glaze, we're going to put a half cup of balsamic vinegar in a pot. We got the heat on medium-high, and we're going to bring this to a boil. And essentially what we're going to do is reduce this by at least a half, or about 60%. It's going to become a nice syrupy type of texture, and we're going to add some sugar to it. So we'll get it to a boil and get right back to you. Okay, so we've got the vinegar boiling, and what I want to do now is put in about a teaspoon of sugar, give it a mix. And we're going to put it on low now, low to medium. We're going to cover it. All right, so the balsamic vinegar glaze is ready to go. You can tell it's basically reduced by just more than half. And you know it's ready when you put a spoon into it and it actually coats the back of the spoon like that. So that's ready to go. All right, so I've taken the baguette slices out of the oven, nicely browned. And I'm going to dress up the bruschetta first. Okay, and for the prosciuttarugula, what I do is you grab a little bit of the goat cheese and you just place it on top of the prosciutto. I'm not done yet. Now we take the mix of the arugula and the spinach, And just pinch that down. All right, so I put it on the platter, and to finish everything off, what I'm going to do is just grate some fresh Parmesan cheese on top of the bruschetta. Lastly, we did that balsamic glaze. This looks great. I'm actually going to dig into the Prosciuttarugula, one of my personal favorites. And today I made myself a nice vodka martini with extra olives. I hope you try it, enjoy it. Cheers.